everyone. I hope you guys are doing really well. My name is Julian, and today we will learn one more command for working with databases. So, for understanding the command better, let's try to continue with the story of Mrs. Harper's library. We now know that she has a vast collection of books with various authors, their publication years, with various genres. Mrs. Harper is very organized and she's using a digital catalog, which is a database, to manage all her books. She also wants to be able to quickly find books based on specific conditions. So let's just say a person walks into his library and asks for a specific book. Let's just say he asks her for a book that is written by an author, J.K. Rowling. So she wants to be able to quickly find the books based on these specific conditions, such as a particular author, books of certain genre, or books published in a particular year. So this is where the where clause comes in. The where clause in SQL becomes incredibly useful. Just like when Mrs. Harper manually browses the shelves to find books matching her criteria, SQL helps us filter the data to retrieve exactly what she needs. So imagine Mrs. Harper wants to find all the books written by Jane Austen. Instead of looking through the entire catalog of books, she can use where clause in the database, which will directly filter out the books by that particular author. Before moving forward, let's try to understand the syntax for using where clause. So for using where clause, we will first write the select the column names, whatever the name of the columns are, like column 1, column 2. From the table, the name of the table is books or whatever the name of the table is. And then you can specify where and then the column that you want to look for. And then we will write the column name and then we will compare it to some value. So this is the syntax for working with where clause. So let's just say Mrs. Harper wants to have all the books that are written by Jane Austen. So what is the query that she will use for that database? So she will use the select statement. She wants to have all the columns. So we have used asterisk from the book, from the table book, and then we have specified the where clause. And over here, we will specify the column that we want to filter. So we want to filter the column author, and then we want to specify the author. So equals to the author's name. So I'll repeat myself again. We have made use of the where clause, which specifies the column name author and the value that we want to have for that column. So if we are having any values with these particular parameters, it will be returned. Let's try to run it. All right. So as soon as we have clicked on run, we can see that we're getting all the columns for the author with the entry as Jane Austen. In the same way, let's try to print all the column values where the column year published is 1951. So we have specified the year published column and then we will specify the value that we want to have, 1951. Let's try to run it. All right. So we're getting two values from the table where the year published is 1951. So by making use of where clause, we can filter the data that we are trying to retrieve. Now, let's just say instead of returning all the columns, we want to return only the title and the author of the books that are published in 1951. So we want to have only these two columns. So instead of using asterisk, we will use the name of the column title and then the author. Let's try to run it. So as soon as we've clicked on run, we are seeing that only two columns are returned, title and author. And these two columns are filtered by using where clause, where we have specified that their published year should be 1951. Right now, we have made use of equals to sign, but we can also make use of other operators. Okay, right now, we are making use of equals to sign for comparing if the year published is equals to 1951 or not. We can also make use of other logical operators such as greater than or lesser than. So let's just say we want to fetch the title and author for all the values where year published is greater than 1800 or rather now 1900. Let's try to run it. So we're getting 4 entries. Out of 5 entries inside the table, we are getting 4 entries because we have filtered the data using year published, and we have specified the year published should be greater than 1900. Let's try to also return year published as a column. Let's try to run it. Yes. So over here, we can see that all the values, they have the year published greater than 1900. So the where clause allows Mrs. Harper to narrow down her search and retrieve only the data which she needs. In a large library where hundreds of books, thousands of books, this could save her a lot of time and effort. Instead of manually flipping through each book, SQL's where clause helps her filter the data in seconds. So let's try to revise the things that we have learned in this video. The where clause helps us filter the data based on specific conditions, such as author for Mrs. Harper. So we can specify the column name on which we want to specify our data retrieval. So the where clause makes it easier for us to retrieve exactly what you're looking for in a large database. So where clause is an essential part of SQL that allows you to filter the data based on specific conditions. For Mrs. Harper, this means that she'll be able to search the book in a library quickly and effectively, whether by author, genres, or year of publication. So just like Mrs. Harper, you can also make use of where clause in your own SQL queries to get the exact data you need without having to look through every data manually.